What's up, everybody? How's it going? When am I showing two? Well, maybe that's why. Uh, we should be on this table. There we go. Now I got the right people. Except for Valtrex, your camera's not on the stream. There it goes.
I'm here.
It's delayed.
There we go.
It's delayed. Well, what's up, Twitchland? Happy Tuesday. It's Tuesday, February 9th, 2021, and we are playing Princes of the Apocalypse. Ooh, we're on session 6. Yeah. And we're going to skip over character introductions this morning, or this evening, because we're in the middle of round 5 of combat, believe it or not. It hasn't all been combat. There's been some cages and some stuff. So the characters are in Red Larch, and they set up a stakeout up at the quarry on the north end of town to watch to see about these masked men that are scaring off the quarry workers on the night shift. So they staked out the place for till about midnight, and they kind of started to give up and put their tools away and shit, and discovered inside the tool shed a secret door in the back of the cave, the niche that they had carved to store their tools and stuff. So they wandered down into this
Secret pickle factory.
yeah, this cavern and tunnel, and they came out into a big room, and they found a door that just did not fit this cavern. Looks like a dwarves made it, and they go in, and there's some kind of dwarven complex, and they get traps, cages falling out of the ceiling, dropping on them, and they get in the room and find out who's dropping the cages on them, but their good pickle vendor friend Grun, and
Bastard.
he just keeps insisting that they have to leave, that he's got to stop them if they don't leave, and he tries to
I
leave,
offered to us, and he dropped the cages on us.
and
Bastard.
and now your guys are chasing him, and he's defending himself. That's what it appears. And it's Jangalang's turn.
Well, I'm sure last week when we were ending, Jangalang had a really cool thing he was going to do, but I think I forgot what it was. So I will um, cast Vicious Mockery on him again, I believe. I haven't talked.
Isn't he behind the door?
No, you opened the door. You remember?
I
You
thought the
like
door
pulled it
was
open.
flung open.
Yeah,
And he failed.
yeah, he does. He's like, my mom's not hairy anymore.
You know, most people I see fail, or their vicious mockery never, they never get a failure.
And Jangalang will tell him, the day I need a friend like you, I'll just have myself a little squat and shit one out. I think that one rolled before. And then he's going to bonus action a Bardic Inspiration die for Burial.
Yeah, that didn't mute your mic.
It didn't mute my mic?
Do you have two mics going?
I think he does.
And
No.
I have the magical inspiration option
That
if
worked?
you want to
Okay.
Yeah.
add some damage or healing with that
Had a second mic
inspiration.
unmuted.
Who you giving that to?
Burial.
Viril's getting some
For real.
perfect love. Anything else,
And I put the
Jangalang
magic inspiration.
Jangalang
Nope, that's it. No, he's gonna move back some,
Oh,
about 10 feet to there.
he like backs up a little. Pinch.
Well, looks like they're. I think I'm targeting the door. No, I've got him targeted. Mr. Pickle Guy is no longer his friend, I guess. So,
He's got a mace out. He's swinging it around. Duke's gotta
Yeah.
go back.
I
The
don't think I
bringers
ever met
of
him
woe will come.
So here's my short bow is gonna try to bring a little woe, and it
Shoot him in the
does.
thigh. Wow! He's like, roar!
Whoa to
Oh,
that,
nice.
and I didn't get my hit. I didn't get my sneak attack with the barrel next to him.
Nah, that's because the squares aren't perfect.
Well,
Is
there.
it-
Oh man. Oh.
Oh, that would have killed him.
Good thing you got that.
Oh man.
He's like, oh, he's hopping around. Oh, you bastards. Anything else, Pinch?
Oh no. Sorry.
Lumina.
All right. I can't see anything from back here, so he's gonna move up.
Muscles are all taut from holding that cage up for the last few seconds.
Somebody should cut that guy's throat laying there, man. He's suffering.
And yeah, I'm gonna take a shot at Grund. Do I have any negatives
Nah.
for shooting through Varel?
Nah,
No. All right.
he's a big dude. Plus, you could be another square to the side and it wouldn't matter.
Plus, you don't care if you hit him, so there's no minus.
Yeah,
That's
if you
true.
if you hit Pharaoh, we don't care. So you like shoot him right in the throat. He's like, bring her some fat, and falls over. Some pickles spill out of his pocket.
Well, that's not. That pickle's got hair. Oh.
And
Uh,
then you guys are actually out of combat, so
Oh, sorry, I killed your pickle supplier.
how dare you? I was going to.
Leaves him in a pickle.
all right. So a read description of this room that you guys are in. This big square chamber has been hewn out of rock. In the center of chambers, excuse me. In the center of the chamber's west wall is a stone door that has a narrow viewing slit. Besides the door is a set of iron bars bolted into the wall about 3 feet above the floor. 10 oiled chains are secured to the bars, leading up to a hole bored in the ceiling. Another solid stone door is on the middle of the east wall. An 8-foot tall rectangular stone stands upright in the room's center. The stone has an inscription on it that's hard to read from a distance. The inscription, now that you're not at a distance, says, "Displease not the Delvers." And I'll put that in chat for you guys. "Displease not the Delvers" is inscribed in common on the stone. At the foot of the standing stone, a small human is pinned face down by rocks placed atop his arms, legs, and back. He's barefoot and wears ragged clothes, and he's obviously alive. You can tell that he's in and out of consciousness as you look down at what you think is a boy.
I'll tell Soleil to take the rocks off, and I'm gonna shove a brownie in his mouth.
Yeah. Can you get his rocks off?
I'm going to check and make sure, see if I can see any kind of fangs or any kind of benevolence to this creature first, and then I'll remove the stones.
Give me intelligence check. Let's do a
Medicine? Nature?
more of a nature, yeah. I think a nature would be good. Yep. You just start lifting these rocks off. You're like,
And Lumina will be up there giving him a hand, taking the rocks off as well.
Lumina, give me a nature check.
How about me? Can I do a nature check?
Are you up there helping take the rocks off?
Yeah. And shoving brownies in his face.
Yeah, I think you're more intent on the brownies getting shoved in his face and getting those out as they're lifting the rocks off.
Fair
So
enough.
yeah, the two of you guys have no problem getting the boulders off. I mean, they're kind of big, but you know, unless you have like an 8 or lower strength, it shouldn't be a problem. So you get the rocks off of him. There's some like small boulders kind of, and you get him free and give him a he crunches on a brownie and he stands up and he cleans himself off. He looks up at you guys. He says, "Thanks, misters."
That's some great art. I'll say to him, "How did you come to be in this place and under those
Oh.
rocks?"
Oh, I, I was disobedient and the believers put me here.
So is it a boy? It's not a halfling.
No, it's a boy, human boy. He says,
Who are the
"My
other
name's
believers?
Brayland.
Are you from Enders?
The other believers? Well, my dad is one of them." He kind of strains his shoulders out when he says it a little. And and Ilmith Welver, the from the wagon shop guy, he's one too. And then he kind of looks, you know, towards the door that Grund is at, and he says, and there's Burgustus. And then he closes his eyes and he thinks for a second. He says, "Oh, and the guy that owns the barber shop. Yeah, he's one of them too. And there's some more. I just, you know,
Well, what do they believe in?
well, I don't. I suppose in Red Larch.
Well, why did they leave you here covered in rocks?
Mm, well, it's my fault. I didn't. I forgot to deliver a message to to Elmith, and and this was my punishment."
I'm gonna grab the front of his shirt. Show me your true form.
He pees a little. Drops half of his brownie.
Shaking him.
He's like, I don't. I. My name's Brayland Hatherhand. I swear I'm not a bunny rabbit or anything.
Not everyone is a vampire, Sela.
Where's the message?
Vampires. He looks nervously
Only most
around.
of them.
Jangalang, have you seen him before? Run around town.
I don't think so.
Probably
I'm gonna
not.
sort of give him a
I
leery
don't
look
recognize.
and
I mean,
walk over here.
He's not one of the little rascals.
you could give me a history check though, Jangalang.
Maybe I'll know his dad. Hold on.
Oh, yeah. There's a Hatherhand farm outside of town.
I know where he's from.
They're horse traders. Horse like nice horses. Like what's the ones from Crimson Tide they talked about that are born black and turn white or whatever? Yeah, those.
So this kid's not a troublemaker.
He doesn't look like it. He's kind of backs off of you guys a little. He's a little scared of a Sela. Let me get him out of the rocks. He's over in the corner.
Well, what was so important about this message, kid? Why would your daddy stick you under rocks? It had to have been an important message.
Oh, it was just a piece of paper. I didn't read it.
Well,
Do you still have it?
Oh no, they took it. Well, when I was supposed to deliver it, they were mad. So
And who is they? The believers?
uh-huh. They're a secret group. Uh-huh. They make sure
Who's
no
in this
one
group
disturbs.
besides your daddy?
The ones I said already. Weren't you here?
so looking around the rest of
Bergustus?
this room. Oh.
I'm gonna check the half-orc's body as well.
Say, what are you guys doing here? And why is Grun dead?
That
Comes
was his punishment.
Creeping over. Oh, he's got an arrow in his
Asking-
throat. That had to have hurt.
He's asking a lot of questions for a little kid.
Bad pickles.
Show me your true form. So let's.
Grund
He
was
backs
being
off
mean
when
to
he
us.
says that. He's asking a lot of questions for a little kid. He gets scared and runs back to the corner.
Let's rifle through his pockets.
Who, Gruns?
Ouch! What is it? Hypodermic needle? Damn
The
it!
pickle-
I asked you if you had any hypodermic needles.
It's a pickle stem.
Just pickles in his pocket. Well, then Pinch steps over him.
Quit playing with his pickle.
So you guys like
I
check
don't
out
want
this
a
other
pickle.
room?
Is what is Grund again? Was he a half orc?
Yeah.
So he probably has like a greenish tint to his skin. Then, as a
yeah.
half orc. And Lumina will look at the body as they're taking a look at him and say, you know that half orcs are actually part plant. That's why their skin is green.
You don't say.
It's true. It's true. I taught him that.
Can't get sunburned either.
Should we take the boy with us?
Get out of here, kid.
I mean, Jangalang would hate to leave him down here by himself.
There you go. I made it better.
Nice.
Let's see. Grund has leather armor. He has a beat up crossbow and a pickle stirring stick that he uses as a mace. I mean, he might have a cup of copper or something on him, but, you know, he's Poe.
Yeah. What is this statue? Just a dwarf?
I want to ask the boy, tell him we came through this way, and a number of cages fell. We want to make sure that we don't disturb anything else in here. Is there anything we should be wary of?
He looks around. He's like, I've never been in here before.
You are not very useful then.
He's like, can I go home now? He looks
Yes, I'm
around.
done with you.
How do I leave?
He's gonna have to stick with us.
Yes, I agree.
He
I
hides in
wanna
the corner
check out
over
this
here.
statue.
So
Search the area.
this 50-foot square chamber is hewn out of rock. The floor is rough but flat. The walls show the chisel marks of the original builder, and the ceiling is about 10 feet high. Identical stone doors with iron pull ring handles stand in the middle of the east, north, and west walls. In the center of the room stands a life-size and lifelike statue of a dwarf warrior wearing a chain shirt, a helm, and big boots. He carries a shield on his left arm and a battle axe in his right hand. The statue has been clearly broken into roughly the head and the upper torso and like the lower torso and then the legs. And these pieces have been reassembled and held together and upright in a stout wooden frame. So it's like a scaffolding kind of thing built around the statue to hold it up. On the floor, there's a dagger along with several coins and gems lie on the floor in front of the statue, surrounded by a ring of like a border or a ring of fine gravel.
I'm gonna
Do
take a
I
closer look at the dagger.
Like you lean down and look at it. Yeah, it looks like a pretty nice
Yeah.
dagger.
All right,
There's
I'm gonna
some
pick it up.
writing on the pommel.
Can I read it?
You like roll it a little sideways with your finger, and it says Razur. Here, I'll throw that in the chat for you. It's in. I guess it's in.
Rezur.
I'm gonna listen to this other door. See if I can hear anything on the other side.
I'm gonna pick it up and get ready to fight everybody. I'm gonna say the word Rezur.
As you do, the blade starts to like get cold in your hand a little bit, and a faint glow emanates from it, shedding dim light in a 10-foot radius.
neat?
Like a
Uh,
faint cold glow.
Say it again. Say it again.
Does the blade feel cold, or is it just?
Just yeah, the blade does, yeah. I mean, kind of the whole thing, but the blade mostly is what is emanating the glow. Like what was Bilbo's sword? You know how it
Sting?
glowed? Sting, yeah, like it glowed.
All right.
This ring of rocks. Do I recognize that as any sort of like religious ritual or anything like that?
Yeah, you would think it would be like like something symbolizing a barrier or a ring, like you've seen it in summoning rituals and things like that. So it's specifically a religious thing, you think. You're not sure what religion. Give me a religion check. Yeah,
No
you're
idea.
like yeah, it's probably religious.
So Pinch, you use daggers?
I know how to use a dagger. What are you suggesting?
You want a glowy one?
A glowy one. Well, what do you got there?
I'll go over and hand it to him. I'm not going to chuck it at him because I'd probably hit him.
Feeling like rolling low numbers
Oops.
tonight, Dan? Oops.
And I'll tell him about the word. I don't know if he can read it or not.
Yeah, well, it's
He's
common.
pinch literate.
He's literary.
Soleil, give me a perception check. Yeah, you think this stone sounds ominous, like it's made out of vampire stone or something. You're not sure. It's cold. It's very cold when you put your ear on it.
Yell at the door and ask it to show its true form.
Shake it.
Runs off. I'm not a mimic. I'm not a mimic.
So, Lumina's right there. So, Lumina, check out this door.
He's got his ear against. He's like, shh, it's a vampire.
All right. He tells me to check it out, so I'll go up and listen as well.
Put your ear against it. You're both like facing one another. And you're like, whew, your breath.
Did you add
Yeah.
the dagger to the party sheet or no?
No, not yet.
Okay.
I gotta figure out how to do it because it's cursed, and I don't want to show that.
Oh, okay.
Which is why Pinch didn't walk over and pick it up, and then here you hand it to him, and he's like,
Here you go.
Yeah, okay. Where'd you come by that at, a glowy dagger?
It's a family heirloom.
No, did they give me the parcel? Yeah. What about all the gems and coins and stuff? You guys
Yeah,
gonna
pick them up.
scoop-
If they've got a cult
scoop
down
all-
here, we can bankrupt
Scoop
them.
all that up. So that's a couple of moonstones.
Hey, you know what it said out
Yeah.
there? It said, disrespect not the Delvers. Displease not the Delvers.
So you're trying to say we shouldn't collect all this stuff?
I'm
Oh,
saying that something sounds funny about that.
I think they're littering in these Delvers caverns, so it's our duty to clean it up.
I agree. I think we're helping them out. Cleaning up their mess. It's respecting them. Respecting their house.
The dagger has dried blood on it.
It does.
Quick, wipe it off.
And it's glowing. Nothing can bad happen.
Well, if it's got dried blood on it, I'm gonna scoop up some of this little pea gravel right here
It's
and kind of
like,
wipe it on the blade, kind of clean it up.
It's like a star motif, on the pommel, and the grip is like made with like really dark blue leather, wrapped around the.
What have
The
you
handle?
done to me here, Maticuri?
I don't know. I mean, I think that's a pretty nice looking dagger. Star motif. I'm a star druid. It's perfect.
Hmm.
I would definitely pick up something like that.
It's glowing and you don't have dark vision.
And you
Yeah, I
know,
do. I'm an elf.
true to his
No, I'm talking
halfling
about
nature.
Marbella or Pinch.
Oh, pinch. Yeah.
No, I don't have dark vision. I got this little ball floats around here. Look at this. He just kind of, and now watch this. And then he runs across the room, and the ball follows him. Now watch this, and he runs the other way, and the ball comes back.
The kid
Have you been
claps.
drinking?
Want me to show you again? Now watch this.
All right. Which way do we go? North or east?
I'm gonna listen to the north door.
North.
I vote north.
Sounds like a Geico commercial. Somebody's going wee and running around the room.
All the way home.
You can. Yeah, you don't hear anything. You know these are really
so if they're
thick
done messing
doors.
around, I'm gonna go ahead and I don't know what the hell Jangling is doing outside, but I'm gonna go ahead and open this door if everybody's ready.
Well, the boy's coming with us, right?
Sorta.
I thought we'd just leave him in one of the cages and lower it. Make sure he stays safe.
Send somebody later.
For his protection, right?
Right.
Is that what you guys do?
No.
I'm dragging him along. He can join the little rascals.
Come on, kid.
So I'm looking at the ceiling. Is this the same similar style as the last one?
The you open the door?
Yes, the north door.
Yeah, the appears to be the same kind of, nice carved floor and ceiling. And you can see that it goes down out of sight and turns to the left a little. Towards the end of your dark vision, is that what you're using?
It is. He's got the light behind me, but it only goes 20 more feet in. I'm gonna shut the door. It's like there's more cages. I'm gonna come over here and open this one.
Is there more cages?
There are cages on the ceiling again.
You don't see any cages, those that haven't looked in the hallway. But Celaya, you go over and open the other door?
Yes, I closed the north one and came down here and opened this one.
It's a 10-foot wide passage, 10-foot high, hewn out of the same rock. It runs about 40 to 50 feet ahead, and a small lantern hangs from a hook in the wall next to the door at the far end. And sitting on a wooden stool, kind of dozed off, is a balding, beardless old man, human man, in patched and faded work trousers and a matching tunic. You can see he's got a little knife in his hand and a piece of like wood or a stick or something in his other hand. And he's kind of nodded out. And when you open the door, he kind of and he looks up at you and he's like, what? You're not Grund? He looks nervously up at you.
No, we're friends of his.
Is he sitting by this door or by the far door?
He's like down here.
So I'm gonna carefully walk up to him.
He's like, don't hurt me.
I'm gonna grab the front of his collar. Show me your true form.
He's like, he drops the stick and the knife and, my true what? Don't hurt me. I'm just an old retired man. Please.
What are
Yeah,
you
we
doing?
found
doing
your other
down here?
changeling friend out here.
Uh, if you put him down, he gets down on throws himself on the floor. He's begging. He's like, please, just don't hurt me. He's wringing his hands. He's like, you don't provoke the wrath of the Delvers. Don't go in there.
I'm just gonna sort of growl and
Who's
move
the
to the
Delvers?
side and let them deal with him. I'm gonna just keep
Who are
watching
you?
on him.
Who are the Delvers?
The Delvers are the ones who made this place. We think it's the bones in the tomb. He points to the door behind him.
So how would we be invoking their wrath?
By just doing stuff they don't like. I don't know.
How do we know they don't like you?
But they probably don't.
What are you doing here then?
I'm just making sure no one disturbs them.
Who are you?
My name is Burgustus. You guys recognize him from around town. I mean, you probably didn't hang out with him or nothing, but he's like the get off my lawn guy, you know.
So
we
what?
open
You
the
know
door
this
and push 'em
kid?
through it.
The people in town take turns guarding this place. It doesn't make any sense, mister. This just makes no sense at all.
And these are the old farts that piled stones on that kid.
Yeah, Braylon says, "Hi, Mr. Burgustus." He's like, Braylon, you aren't finished with your penance. You will have to start over.
Why'd you bury the kid in the
I got a
rocks?
better idea. Why don't we have you pay the penance and we'll pile rocks on you?
Yeah, it wasn't my idea. Didn't want him to do it at all. I think it's cruel, but you know, I'm an old man, and my say
Yeah,
with
but
the
you went along with
believers
it.
don't have anything big. You should really talk to him. Like he's the one.
The
who's
believers
the
in what?
enforcer. In
Wait, talk to who?
believers. Elmic.
Himrick.
Elmic.
Ilmic?
Yeah.
Who's Ilmic?
He's one
Is
of
he
the
another town
believers.
member?
Yeah, he is Ilmith Welver. He owns Welver's Wagon Works. He's a drinking man.
The
What is
little
all this
halfling
believers
person.
cult?
He says
What
the,
are y'all
the,
believing in?
the believers are, make up most of the important people in town. They watch for people doing bad stuff, and they react. They take action, and they keep people from messing with the stones. And he points to
So
the
tell
room
me about
behind
these
him.
stones. What are these stones?
Well, they're the Delver stones. They're in there with them, and
What's so
they
special
move.
about them?
The stones move, and they can tell you things.
Are the Delvers man or beast?
They sound dumb as a rock.
They're bones of people.
That you're not supposed to disturb, remember? Disturb not. Displease not the Delvers. That's it. Don't displease them.
I say we make this guy go in.
Yeah, I say we push him in first.
It'd be kind
Yeah,
of
now
mean.
that you see what you know, looking down at his feet and stuff. The knife it's a little carving knife, and looks like he was carving a pipe out of wood.
And I'd seriously be inclined to leave him in one of the cages until we have a better idea of what's going on. He's involved in this. We don't know. We know they're torturing a kid for messing up a single message. They don't sound like the nice type of people. So I'm inclined to just put him in like one of the middle cages and then drop 3 cages on either side of him.
I'm on board with that. Either that or force him to open the door and go in first.
I vote for the first one.
We can put both them changelings in their cage and let them attack each
One in
other.
each cage. Throw the body in there too.
Uh-oh.
Grunt.
Body.
Mm-hmm.
He says, what body?
The pickle over there.
The
I don't
pickled
know-
body.
I don't know anything about any bodies.
Who said bodies?
You.
We just
You-
said body.
Oh,
Are there
yeah.
more bodies you haven't told us about?
Maybe. No.
What
I
kind
think
of
we're gonna find
a
bodies somewhere.
what kind of a feeling am I getting from this guy? Like,
I don't know.
is he telling us the truth? Being
What
honest
kinda-
with us?
What kind of feeling am I giving the player?
Okay,
He's
fair enough.
lying his ass off. Yeah, I'm inclined to lock him up in one of the
you
cages.
guys definitely think he's scared. I mean, you don't think he's trying to like pretend he's an old man or something. You guys know that this guy's is an old man. I mean, he's like, but you don't know why he's involved. You know, this old guy. What's his involvement? You know, why is he here?
But he is scared of what's behind the door.
He's pretty scared. You don't think he's telling you everything that's behind the door either. So
Yep. Let's put him in a cage and then open a door.
Do we pile
think
rocks
I
on him
wanna-
first, then put the cage down?
I want to try to intimidate him to get him. You know, if we can tell he's not giving us everything, I'll do a little intimidation on him.
all right. So the 17-year-old
Maybe smack him around once or
up,
twice.
right, looks up at him, looks up at this old man, and intimidates him. How? Well, let's go ahead and roll it, and then you can role play how he intimidates. Okay, perfect. So what does he say with a 6 intimidation roll? That's with your plus
Look,
5,
you old-
by the way.
I know. It's horrible. Look, you old bastard. You're not telling us everything. Give it up.
So he looks at you, and he gets big-eyed, and you see his back straightens up, and he starts to cough a little, and his cough turns into like a spasm, right? And he hunches over, and he starts shaking and convulsing, and you guys hear like some like cinematic music or something coming out of his ass as Clyde steps out, looks around, pulls his hat out, puts it on, then reaches back up in there and gets 2 fistfuls of poop and throws them up in the air, and they fly around, and they both land on Viril, since Engorgio only bought Clyde the poo-slinging monkey for Viril.
We bought it for Pinch and Viril.
Sirenscape
Doesn't say
working?
Pinch.
It
Yeah.
does up higher.
The random magic item is for Varel.
Yeah, the random
Oh.
magic items in the poop.
I see that now. It says it's in the poop. Ah. And suddenly Burgustus coughs and sneezes at the same time, and out of his ass Clyde jumps in, but flying out after him comes
A scroll tube. Or something.
A suit of plate armor.
A bear? What?
a potion of greater
Yeah.
healing. Ping! That's a good one.
I'll take it. Yeah,
You-
definitely.
can you just update your quantity, or do you
Yep.
need one?
Nope, I'm good.
All right, excellent. As that was Clyde from Puslingen and Gorgio in the chat. Yep. Yep.
Thank you.
So where were we?
You ain't intimidating anybody else again.
Oh yeah, intimidate.
Yeah, my intimidation.
You're like
This potion
horrible.
of greater healing, tinted brown.
it's kind of.
You know what? If I'm dying and we're out of spells and that's the last thing we have, just let me die.
So we had an empty potion bottle, and I believe it was one of my characters that filled it full of yak piss. And I passed it off that it was a potion of healing. And this potion of healing got passed around and passed around and passed around. And finally, it came back around to like the most defying moment that this is life or death. If I drink this potion, we might live. I might be able to save us. And it was yak piss. It was like 5 levels this potion floated around. It was so funny. Yeah, so Burgustus.
He pretty much just told me to get off his lawn.
He's like, well, you know, I suppose I won't be doing any of that.
Ain't you that little jingling kid?
I'm gonna tell your dad on you.
You still wet the bed, kid?
Well, okay.
Yeah, let's lock him up in a cage.
Sounds good.
Lower all the cages to try and block anybody coming in through that way.
Him and the boy.
The levers are all on this side.
He's like,
You know,
come,
fellers,
come
that kind-
Braylon. You can keep me company until the bringers of woe arrive.
That
Separate
blocks
cages.
our
We don't
way
want
out,
him piling
too.
rocks on the kid.
I would never
Well,
harm
but
Braylon.
the levers are on our side. We can open them up when we need to leave.
Bringers of woe, believers, delvers. What the hell's going on in here?
Chapter
cult
6.
smorgasbord.
It's confusing.
Meatball sliders, man.
It has nothing to do with the main plot line, so don't try to remember it all.
Okay.
It's side plot shit.
Well, in that case, we'll definitely just lock him up.
I mean, it's Red Large plot shit, but it's not like these people are not, you know, the disturbances in the Desserin Valley. You know, this is not caused by these people right here, not Brayland and Burgustus, anyways.
All right, yeah, we're gonna lock him up.
All right, so that takes you a couple of minutes or whatever to get them over there, maybe a minute or so, and they comfortably go along, you know, with, you know, they're like, they are confident that in enough time that somebody will come down and find them, and they're calling those people the bringers of woe.
Will
I wonder if
Keanu
Wo's
Reeves be
Chinese.
with them?
So I'll just put Brayland over there. Brayland and Burgustus, they're in one of these cages over there. And Grund is decaying on the floor. Alright, so you guys got this door in front of you. Or you can go back out and go north. What is it you want to do?
Let's go see what he was afraid of.
All right. So when we get back, Soleil will open the door.
Alright, so we have some art here. Let's make sure we don't screw something up. Let's read the thing first. An enormous chamber with 20-foot high ceiling has been carved out of the rock here. A lighted lantern rests on the floor near the center of the room. An odd array of stone monoliths, some upright standing stones, and others arranged in 3 stone arches stand around the chamber. 6 low stone slabs are set against the walls around the perimeter of the room. Each holds humanoid bones, dressed in scraps of tattered cloth and rusted iron. Alright, that's what you guys see.
Alright, I want to kind of skirt the outer edges.
Now,
Is anything written anywhere?
Yeah, there's some etchings and stuff here and there. It looks like it's in Dwarven.
I read Dwarven.
The old man had said that these stones move. Do we see anything on the ground, like indication that these stones have moved or have been moved?
We do. We see an indication that the DM has locked the tokens, and we
Yeah.
are rolling for initiative.
I read Dwarvish, Elvish, Halfling, and Thieves' Cant. I didn't even know Halflings had their own language.
Right?
Sounds like the little squeaking of rats.
So Vareth and Pinch, you guys are, as you guys move across the big cavern, you know, with the high ceilings, you have your drift globe like floating behind you, right, Pinch?
Yeah.
And
I got this new glowy dagger here too. I got it in my left hand and my
yeah, well,
short sword in my right.
For real, as your dark vision kind of hits this spot like behind the shadowy stone here, and Pinch's light is kind of illuminating the area a little bit, you see an individual kind of in the shadow, kind of hiding a little bit, and it looks like. Oops. It looks like this. Pinch, you see it too.
Like, oh. Yeah, nothing to see here, boys. Let's go.
As Pinch, it's your turn.
And I see it at the end of your purple arrow.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like he's kind of trying to stay hidden, but obviously the light's preventing that currently. As you shine your flashlight at his face, he's like, "Urgh."
So, Pinch says, "Hey, what are you about?" And he moves over here behind the guy. We got company, fellers.
Big
And
ugly dude.
Pinch will
No, Sela
take
is
the
by the door.
dodge action.
I stand corrected.
So can I see him from side? I don't want to get right next to him.
You're good.
Yeah, okay, that's good enough. I'm not going any further. That's
Let's say he's like
Yeah.
right there.
all right.
So you shine your
Pinch
light
says,
at
"What do
him,
you
and
do?"
you
Yep.
then you run around the other side of the stone.
Yep. And take the dodge action.
Jangling. I don't think you know anything that's going on. Give me a perception check.
Well, I just hollered out. We got company.
Oh, did you?
Yep.
Okay. And by the way, your push to sneeze is not active.
Man, I couldn't. I'm just going crazy all of a sudden. My sinuses are all freaked out.
Yeah, no, you get a sense of something over here. I guess you can almost make him out with your dark vision, right?
60 feet. He's 60 feet from me, so
Yeah, so I mean, there's something over there. You're like,
it's something. I'm going to be a little cautious with it, so I'm
there's
going
something.
to.
on the wing.
There's something there, and it's
mean, if
freaking
you-
Pinch out.
You know, if you
and
move
it's
up a
scaring
little,
me.
you have a better line of sight. You know, be able to see better. How's your character's
It's-
curiosity? Is he more curious than he is brave, or is
A
he
little
more
bit.
brave?
He's a young kid. Let me
All
move
right,
up a couple
Oh yeah,
to
right,
there.
right from there, you can easily get this image passed to you now.
Oh fuck. Jangalang's gonna say, "Oh shit," and he
That's a
will.
stone mask, by the way.
Are we in the tomb of masturbation?
He will take the dodge action.
Everybody's dodging. I'm dodging. I'm dodging.
Dodge. I think I had 10 more feet, so let me move back another 10.
Yeah, that's fine. You get around the side of this rock a little. Lumina.
Yeah, he
All
don't
right.
look fun.
Lumina can't see anything that's going on, so he's moving up.
Yeah, Lumina's like, what the hell? You see, like, you look over at Jangalang, and his eyes are kind of big, and he's like, oh, and he points.
All right, so I'll move up to there. Can I see
And-
him now?
So I don't have to keep sharing it again and again and again. We'll just, there you guys go.
So I'm not the
Just
only one sneezing. Somebody's sneezing. I heard it.
It's a cold. It's a internet cold. Antivirus is turned off because we're using Fantasy Ground. So
Oh, is that it?
It's a Delver.
So I can see him from here
yeah,
now, I assume. All right, Lumina will call out and say, "Sir, please drop the stick," and then ready in action. So if he does anything aggressive, he'll shoot him with his bow.
All right. So Veyril is going to do something he has not done before, and anybody who can see him, this will be new for Lumina. Anybody that can see him sees him struggle a little bit with. It looks like he's in pain for just a brief second, as lines begin to glow and form on his skin, connecting his head, his arms, and his legs. So he kind of looks like a glowing stick figure outlining his body. And then that was his action, and as a bonus action, a glowing luminous arrow flies out of his hands towards Lorak. As he assumes his starry form.
Oh, it was right there
That's a
too. I
miss.
saw right the edge of that 20. It was like,
And then he's going to move right behind there.
click the checkbox. I did.
So like a constellation
Whoa.
type thing.
Yeah, I look like a constellation. Oh, you didn't move me.
Yeah, I clicked the checkbox and you moved on my map. Maybe it's lagging or something.
It's been doing that. It'll leave you like 5 or like 1 or 2 squares short of your
Yeah, it just
intended
moved on mine.
destination.
Hmm. So he steps out from behind here and he says, "You will meet Ogremak." And he steps out. He starts moving this spear around a little bit, and DM's reading stuff. As 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He comes around the corner and he says, "The small one will be the first to perish." As he doesn't even get quite up to Pinch, as he swings with this glaive and almost stabs Pinch in the back of the neck. But Pinch is kind of on edge and slides a little bit out of the way as he jabs this weapon into his back. Jabs it, kind of twists it a little bit, pulls it out, and he spins it around his back and catches it and swings it back around and lunges forward with it for another attack on Pinch. And this time you were ready for it, and he jumps out of the way, and it like taps onto the boulder next to him. Sparks kind of fly.
I would like to take my ready to action and shoot my bow at him.
Yeah. And he says, "Shield." Can I do a reaction? No, I can't do a reaction on a reaction. He's like, "Damn it. Mechanics." Can't take a reaction on your own turn, and it was his turn that his reaction went off.
Is that how that works?
Yeah,
not sure.
you're taking your reaction on his turn, so he can't use his. Well, I guess you could, because you could counterspell.
Yeah, I know you can
Yeah.
counterspell a counterspell. So
Well, does shield
I think
help
it's
him?
fine.
What's his armor class? Yeah, it didn't hit him, so the shield goes off, and you can see your longbow arrow deflected. Wow.
And Lumina will yell out, "Zila, what the hell are you doing back there?"
I think he's still trying to get the door to change to its true form.
He's like, I rolled a 10. We can't hear you.
Talking, we can't hear you, Sven.
I can see they're interacting with something down to the south, so I'm going to run to the south.
Yeah, you heard him say that
You heard
crap
Pinch
too.
squeal. Ooh!
Ogre mock. Something about an ogre mock.
So if you could move me so I can see. I'm out of curiosity. Put it. Oh, you saw. Okay, cool.
You can't quite make him out with
Well,
your
that was
dark
Valtryek.
vision, but you've got Pinch's drift globe that's illuminating him.
And the dagger in his hand.
Yeah, the drift globe overlightens the dagger because the
Right.
dagger is dim.
It's bright.
Yeah.
Yeah, Drift Globe's bright.
All right, so as I'm running, I'll let loose an arrow at this thing. Now, does this look like it's a statue animated, or does it look like a person dressed in this type of regalia?
It definitely looks like a person.
And Matakuri, check the Discord.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Pinch.
So Pinch is going to step forward right there. And this new shiny dagger, we're going to see just what this thing does if I can figure out where it must be this one.
He sees that you have it in his.
Ah!
He says, "Let it draw more blood today."
And then 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm going to take the bonus action disengage and head right there.
Yeah, as you turn to leave, you see him kind of twist his hip at you as he gets his footing, and you can see that he's got an empty dagger sheath on his belt.
Oh.
Soleil.
All right, so I'm going to run up a little bit. And shoot again.
You missed. He still got shield up. Ping. Lumina.
All right. Well, Lumina is gonna go ahead and take another shot at this guy from back here, I think.
What? What? 5,000
shit.
bits? The happy early birthday? What? Thank you, Engorgio.
Damn.
5,000 biddies. Yikes. Wait, I got to get up for that one. Thank you, sir. Yeah. Oh, I'm having extra.
Awesome. Awesome.
I'm having the surf
Very
and
nice.
turf now for my birthday.
All right. So before I take my longbow shot at this guy, I'm gonna put Hunter's Mark on him, and then take a shot at him.
Did you want to like maybe use your inspiration to get past his shield, or?
Well, since the DM recommends it, it seems like that's always a good idea.
I'm not recommending
so
it.
I'm gonna try it.
It's a reminder that you guys do have inspiration. Oh, look at that one that dropped. And let's see, what do you need to hit? His armor class is a 17 plus 5 is a 22. You hit. Bam! Damn DM. He's doing 9 points of damage. Yeah, it thunks into him too. He's like, kind of makes a grinding noise underneath his mask, like.
And Lumina will draw his short sword in preparation for running in on the next turn.
For real.
All right, Beirut is gonna duck out over here to see him. And then bonus action, attack him with my Archer Starry form. And I'm going to use my inspiration as well on that attack.
22, that's all you need.
There we go. Do a little bit of damage. And then for my action, I am just going to create a bonfire underneath him.
What's that smell?
Actually, no. I am going to cast Fairy Fire on him.
Ooh, if that works. Give him his dex. He's like, whoa! He jumps right into it.
Oh, sweet.
Nice.
So he is now Fairy Fired. It's lagging a little
What
bit.
does your fairy fire look like?
It's little star motes. It's kind of like a Aurora Borealis with little stars twinkling all through it. And then I'm going to move back.
Psychedelic, dude.
Yeah. Pass my turn.
A little laggy, huh? Alright, let's see something here.
You drawing trees again?
Yeah. Well, he's gonna follow after Pinch. coming around the corner, swinging this glaive at him.
No.
And
Not the
misses with the
pinch.
first one. And tries with his second attack.
Juking and jiving, juking and jiving.
Oh, and catches him.
Oh, ow. Ow, you bastard.
Ooh.
Oh.
Stabbing him through the chest. And flopping him down on the ground. When he hits the ground, like, you can see Pinch kind of floats up into the air for just a second, and then falls back to the ground, like kind of hovered for a second in the air, and then falls to the ground. And that's all he's gonna do. Jangling.
Jangling is going to. I can't see him. I don't know why I can see the token, but it's all in the gray, so I'm assuming I can't see him.
Yeah, no, you can't. You can see the token.
Yeah, for some reason I can see the token, but it's all in the gray behind that rock. So Jangling's going to move to here. Move to there, and then target Pinch. And give a little bit of love to him. Cast
Wait.
Healing Word.
What he do to him?
He's got the long distance finger. He's like,
You're
"Arr."
unconscious.
taking
Don't worry about it.
Taking advantage of
Yeah,
him. And
just don't worry about it.
That's what his healing word looks like. It flies through the air.
You know what? I don't want any of you to ever heal me. Just
He's going to heal him for a little bit, and then
Let
he's
me
going
bleed
to look at Lumina. Give Lumina a little bit of bardic inspiration.
Wait,
And then that's the end of Jangling's turn.
healing word is a bonus action, and so is bardic inspiration, isn't it?
Oh, is it? Is Healing Word a bonus action? It sure is.
Sure
Shit.
is.
So I can't do the bardic inspiration. Let me take that off.
For the healing word, we could just let him bleed out.
Nah, I'll take off the bardic inspiration. And then I guess for an action then, I still can't see him, so I will just take the attack action here. And if he comes out from behind that thing, I'll shoot him with my crossbow. Ready to action. And then that is the end of his turn.
All right, Lumina.
So I can I see him from there, or could I at least have seen him like stab Pinch? Probably.
Oh yeah, you can definitely see the pole arm.
All right, so I have an idea of where he's at then.
Yeah, you know
so-
he's in this square.
All right. Lumina's gonna move around and try
If
to
you're
get
like
a better
lobbing a
angle.
fireball or something, yeah. If you're trying to target him, then no, you have to see him probably.
Now, yeah, I'm gonna move up to there, try to get a better angle, and see if I can see him.
Which does allow you to see him through the line of sight, the magic of line of sight.
All right. So, yeah. Putting his short sword away that he thought he was going to use, but now can't because he can't get close enough. He's going to just take a shot at this guy.
Pew!
Oh, even with advantage, I don't think
Yeah.
I got even close to him.
And he says, "One down." One more to go. As he walks up to you with his glaive in his hand, and before he even gets to you, like 10 feet away, he swipes at you with it and hits you, doing 4 points of damage. You succeed on your concentration check for Hunter's Mark, I believe, right? No, what do you? Yeah, Hunter's Mark.
Yep. Hunter's Mark. Yep.
And then he steps all the way up to you and lunges at you again with this glaive, and you dodge out of the way this time. And let me check one quick thing here. Yeah. And he is done. Pinch. You're like,
And can I get my ready to action shot?
oh yeah, he comes walking out. He just kind of holds his hand up like to stop your arrow, like he sees you aiming it. He just puts his hand up like it's gonna stop your arrow. And he goes right through his hand. Thunk! He's like, ah!
All right, that's my ready to action.
All right. So Pinch
If he wasn't glowing,
hits
that would have
his
been perfect.
Windows key instead of the control key and makes shit go really funky. He's sitting here looking at oh my god.
Yeah, when he looks up, he sees his toes. He's like, what the hell? And then he realizes he's laying on his back.
So he looks over and looks like dude might have his back turned to him. So he's gonna get up and move right there. No, wait a minute. That was 15.
Yeah.
Yeah, 25. Yeah, that's total movement.
Remember,
okay.
we gave you, it only takes you 10 to get up because you're so short.
Yeah, because I'm so short. I just, hey, look at me.
We rounded to the
right.
other way, so you still only get 25 feet of movement, but it's 10, then 15. Oh, and you stab him. So you just like walk up behind him and you just like stab him right in the
with his own dagger.
The sciatica.
You
like get him in the sciatica with a dagger. With his dagger. Yak! Roll damage. It's just a regular. Oh! 17 points. He's like, wow! He's like, Razir never felt so good. And he coughs up some blood.
Okay.
Big things in small packages.
I am. Shit. Well, I can't really get over behind. Well, Lumina's within 5 feet of him, right? Can I take the hide action if I have to be within 5 feet of Lumina to take the hide action? I think. Right? Correct.
Let's look at it this way. Yeah, you have to be behind something to hide.
Right. Yeah. So he will just let's see. Cunning action is hide, disengage. I can't move anymore, or dash. I'm gonna stay put.
Do you pull the dagger out?
Oh, I'm gonna keep the dagger since I know it doesn't belong to like some.
No, do you leave the dagger in his back? I should say.
Why? Can I do damage just automatically next round if I do?
No, but it would just for flair. Like you left it in.
Sure, you bet. Here's your dagger
here's
back.
Your dagger. That's what I mean. That's what I say. You're like, here's your dagger. Did you leave it there, or do you pull it out and you're gonna go use it again?
Nah, fuck it. I've stuck it in there with my left hand. I've got my. I could have used my bonus action to use the short sword though. Couldn't I? Yeah, I could have. All right.
Yeah.
Never
You
mind.
still can.
Oh, okay. Well, if you give me that.
Yeah, I mean, we're still talking about your turn.
let's see, short sword. It has to be offhand. And he misses.
Yeah, no. So you pull out your short sword and you take a swipe at him with it, and he bounces off his armor. Now it's Vayril's
trying.
turn. Vayril.
All right.
Vayril.
I'm gonna pop
Many
around.
vowels.
Yes. I'm gonna pop around the little rock, and hopefully I will see him once you move me. And then I am going to guiding bolt him, and I'm going to use my bardic inspiration that was given to me.
Well, you don't
And
need to. Oh, you rolled a 3? No, you didn't roll to hit yet.
no, that's the bardic inspiration.
Yeah,
No,
you don't need to.
I suppose
Yeah,
I
you
could
don't
do
need to
that
roll
after.
that yet.
Okay.
I mean, if you
well,
hit him, you don't need to waste it. So.
right.
And you could also use
Yeah,
it
so you didn't-
to
you
cause
didn't use
damage
it.
if you're casting a spell.
Right, gotcha. So I'm going to do some damage to him.
And that's
And
it.
did he go down?
Yeah.
Nice.
He did.
He's like, Ogre Mark, and falls over onto his stone mask.
All right. I have nothing to shoot with my other archer shot.
Right? And like, you guys are thinking, big boss, big bad guy. And I'm gonna take you guys out of combat, and that's actually a perfect spot to take a quick 10-minute refresher and get refresh drinks.
Excellent.
Perfect.
Empty the bladder and do all that stuff. So I am going to start a timer, and we're going to call it 21:39 on today's date, and I'm going to start a little pretzel music in the chat. Hey chat, we'll be back. We're going to take a quick 10-minute break. Go use the facilities, go get a refresher, and then just come back. We'll be back in 10 minutes. Talk to you soon. See ya. All right. Break is over. Let's play some D&D. What'd you say? You killed a PC or you dropped one?
Drop one. He's dead.
Looks like no saves. He's just dead.
Well, Fury Fate gave him a superior healing after I killed him.
So he wasn't dead. He was unconscious. To be clear.
Right.
Death in 5e is not
So you temporarily
always
inconvenience.
death. Yeah. So
Still weren't happy about it.
So
Aren't happy.
this guy. He's got this cool looking glaive on him.
He's got a nice dagger too, doesn't he?
It falls out. It's laying next to him. As he
It's in his back
falls
sheath.
over.
I'm gonna take a
I'll
look at
pick
the
it up.
glaive.
I'm take the dagger back. That worked pretty good. Clean it off on his robes.
Yeah, it
Whatever the
is.
hell it is he's wearing. Snakeskin shit or something there it is.
The glaive appears to be made solely out of like rock, right? I mean the end of it's some kind of quartz or something that's been sharpened, but the rest of it seems to be made out of stone.
We definitely want to take his mask too.
Yeah, there's it's a stone mask, and there's a symbol. He's got kind of carved on a couple of different things. Let me see if I have an image of that.
I'm gonna take out my eating knife and see if I can cut into make a chip toward the bottom of the handle just to see if this glaive is magic.
So it's a triangle with a penis in the middle. I don't know.
So I'm going to make a copy of it, but I'm going to make it upside down and backwards so that you can't tell what it is.
It's like
In case I get caught with it.
got an etching. You make an etching out of it or something.
I don't know. Somebody's taking the mask. No sense in making an etching out of it. Hell, I can remember a triangle.
And
with
there's
it.
a
Well, it looks
there's
like
a,
this.
There's a lantern over here if anyone wants a lantern. It's just a regular lantern. The glaive is a cool glaive, but no, you don't think it's magical.
Might be worth something.
So I'm gonna put it back down where I found it.
Collector's piece.
In his belongings, he has some. They're like there's 4 of them. They're like a foot long, so they're about this long. It's like a spindle of iron, right? And they're like triangular, 4-sided pyramid kind of thing. But I need a. a history check. Who's our resident traveler that knows stuff about different cities?
Not this guy.
Variel's traveled a lot, but he was too high to remember any of it.
So, a history check at
Jangling's a Red Larch
disadvantage?
kid.
A history check at disadvantage?
If you like.
Oh,
Oh,
well, for some reason he recognizes these trade bars. They're trade bars, and they're out of Mirabar.
Mirabar. Okay.
It's a dwarven city way up below below the spine of the world, below the mountains, not far from Luskin.
Gotcha. That's up the road that goes through Red Larch, right? You just
Oh,
keep going on
you
that
can get
road.
there from
yeah,
here.
pretty much. Yeah, I think it's pretty much the same U.S. Highway 1 or whatever.
Long haul.
Yeah. I'm gonna throw those in the party sheet. If somebody wants the glaive, they can grab one and rename it Cool Looking Glaive or whatever. And same goes for the lantern if somebody wants the lantern. But that's about all he's got there.
I got this swell dagger.
Shall we search this place? The rock floating thing, or was it Pinch floating when he died temporarily?
Oh, I thought he just bounced.
Oh, it's hard to tell.
I couldn't really tell, to tell you the truth, fellas. I don't remember it much.
Don't we all float down here?
Depends on how high you get. Are
I'm
you
always
eating
floating.
the brownie? Oh, I watched through the stream last week and I adjusted your brownies accordingly, as I thought they got used.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I think I marked 4 or 5 off or something.
Yeah, I saw those marked off. I didn't remember. I figured I had used them.
I
think Pinch had 2.
yeah, I did mark off 2 for Pinch. I marked off and the 2 minors. He gave one to 2 minors. So that was 4.
They
Pinch,
should
if he
probably
would have
have
had
a
his
double
way,
effect on Pinch.
would have eaten them all. But you do know they make you feel full when you eat one. So he eats
Do
enough.
they?
Yeah, they're
So
good
he'll
berries.
and
Well-
They're good berries.
Yeah, they are good birds. Yep. They're good brownies. Well, we go through here, Drake. We find anything else, or we head back to town, or
I heard some conversations about are we doing and should we, but I haven't heard anyone say we are.
let's.
But we still got that hallway to the north.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's true.
I mean,
Well,
we
the tokens
these-
are locked. Here, I unlocked the
Not-
tokens
not in
for you,
combat?
sir.
And are these
Uh,
bodies around the border? And if so, do they have anything on them?
You think those are the Delvers?
Yeah, I will not dishonor them or whatever the hell it is.
So Soleil, you go over and check one out. Which one are you checking out? That one?
What do you think, Jang Lang?
Number 5.
Give me a medicine check.
Messing with fate.
Definitely has a missing leg. And you're like, there's some other stuff missing, but you can't really. You're like,
They appear to be human.
the elbow
Dwarf?
was connected to the shoulder pad, and the helmet was connected to the shoulder pads. No, they don't. You don't think they're dwarves? This one might not have been.
Do they all have something missing?
They do.
Is it the leg on each of them, or is it different body parts?
No, it's different body parts.
And I want to search the ground to see if I see any kind of tracks leading anywhere.
There's halfling prints all over the place. I mean, they're everywhere.
Whee!
Didn't you see Marbania moving his token around the ring? They're everywhere. There ain't no. They're halfling tracks.
So Lumina before he was so rudely interrupted by this guy was trying to check out these stones because the old guy said they moved. So he wants to take a closer look at them.
Yeah, Vayriel does too.
Maybe it's time to go get the old guy and bring him in here.
I forgot about stones moving.
Think we can make him into a smile if we want. Two little eyes and a smile.
Again.
So, Soleil, you're the first one to actually hear and see this, but a portion of the wall kind of shifts over here and opens up, and out steps a masked individual. And he says, "We are the bringers of woe," through this stone mask that he's wearing.
Whoa.
And we have initiative. Jangling, you
Gonna
actually
let out a
get
whistle?
to go first.
A warning whistle.
Well, as far as way as I am, could I have heard what he said?
You heard, "We are the bringers of woe," from over in this direction, and then I don't know what did Soleil say something? He said something. So yes, you heard that, whatever that transaction was.
Jangling wants to yell out, "Who's whoa?" And then he will move. You don't have the tokens locked, so.
Oh, let me lock him again. I wanted to make sure you guys really got, all over the place.
He'll move 30 to there. Behind that rock. And then he will take ready to action. And if combat breaks out, he's going to start shooting if he can see something.
Specifically, the bringers of woe.
Yeah. When Wu steps in, he's going to shoot him.
Soleil, you're like looking at this, foot on this bone. You're like blah 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 blah, and then you put it down as this guy walks
Wedge
in.
and cocksucker.
Like,
If I can use my full action to make a double attack at -4 each, right?
if you have a white Benny,
Alright, so I'm gonna move up and shoot him.
it would only be a -2 though if you were using a Benny. He comes like, into the room. He's like, "We're the bringers of woe," and you're like, "Twang!" What does he got for weapons? He's got a light crossbow out. He's pointing it around. He's got a cock though. I think you might be his target if you don't kill him.
All right. And he's not in a square if it matters. I'm going to shoot him. Do I see movement behind him? Does it look like there's whoa or anything else behind him?
You're pretty positive that either he's schizophrenic or that he might have friends.
All right. So I am going to. I'll then go into a rage.
So you like shoot him, then get mad. Aren't you gonna roll damage on him?
Fine.
He's like, "We are the bringers of whoa." He does a Joey Lawrence. Whoa. He gets shot in the. So the guy behind him steps out, and he looks down at the cross or the arrow sticking out of his mangled torso buddy, and he spins around, and he takes his crossbow and he shoots it at Soleil. Twang! And it goes whizzing over his head as he dodges out of the way, and mangled torso, stumbles back, and he raises his crossbow up, and he takes a shot as well at Soleil, and he bonus stats blocks it. Should be more creative than that, but I guess there's a lot of different things that do that. Pinch, you're like,
Because his wisdom is
you
added.
hear combat and commotion and stuff over whatever you're eating currently. You're like,
What the hell? What the hell is going on in here? So Pinch comes forward. Do I see anything on my trek forward here? No. Well, he'll step to there and he will take the dodge action because he can't see anything.
you guys all run
here.
behind this rock, and you're like, what the hell's going on? You hear Soleil, twang, oh shit, it's arrows going, bolts going, pam, pam, pam. Fayrell.
All right. Valero wants to get a little bit closer to there.
A little bit
And
closer,
I did give the whistle for
closer,
danger, so
closer.
Vrail and Lumina would understand that.
Maybe if they paid
All right.
attention in your class, you made them take notes and had homework, so.
And as my bonus action, I am still in my starry form, so I am going to attack him with the starry arrow.
Sees another starry arrow sink into the other side of his chest, and he coughs up blood, and he says, "Whoa!" as he falls over onto the ground.
And you said there was a guy behind him, or another guy?
Oh, sorry, this guy.
Then for my action, I am going to cast Create Bonfire on him.
He's like, what do you
and
smell that?
light his ass on fire.
I smell. What is that smell?
Yeah, so in his square right now is a bonfire.
Yeah, cool.
And
Lumina, you're like, you just finished. You think you not positive, but you think that these stones have been moved, and you look at the stone and you're like, how? Right? I mean, look how big it is.
All right. Well, I want to move up.
And then you hear all this combat, and you're like, oh.
Yeah, and I want to yell at this guy. How did you move these stones? And then I'm gonna put Hunter's Mark on him because I'm still concentrating on that, and then shoot him with an arrow.
Well, before you shoot him, he looks up at you and he goes, hot, 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 hot. As you shoot him in the chest, hot, hot, hot. He's like, ow, 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 ow. Oh, those are cocked. Look at it. Took a while for the 3 to show up too. It's like, he's like, he's staggering around. And
draw my short sword. Get ready to run in and get him next turn.
No,
They were woefully unprepared.
He actually falls into the bonfire and like twitches a few times and then just lays there in the fire.
Oh, he's dead. I didn't even realize.
It didn't say he died. It just said he went unconscious. I don't understand, but same thing. It's 5e. You're dead. You're an NPC. Just roll over and die. And
there was no rollover damage, so you did exactly the right amount to kill him.
Yeah. So this guy comes out and takes aim at Lumina. He's like, oh, he looks down at his dead buddies and he fires off his light crossbow. Did you want to use shield?
Another guy?
Yeah.
Nope. I don't have that.
Wrong guy. I don't.
Different character.
Somebody has. The way I do shield now is you need to declare it before I roll. If and then if it doesn't get used, it doesn't get used. But
right.
21 is going to hit. It might have missed if you had shield though, right?
Man, I should get that spell.
Light crossbow, 2 lumina for ouch, 8 points of damage. Why am I getting an error? Handle error, scream skip, bad argument number 3 to Q sub string function table expected. Yeah. It's my ProStream tracker, I think, is doing it.
It may not like the character in Lumina's name. I don't know.
Well, we'll see if it does it on somebody else's turn. So, what, does he get to go again or something? Why? Oh, that was his turn. So, out steps another one. Comes over here and is well going to take a shot with his light crossbow. Come on. Stupid door. There we go. He's going to get to here. And he's shooting at Soleil with his crossbow. Twang! And misses. Dodges out of the way. And you guys are getting to get introduced to the bringers of woe. As another one steps in and fires a crossbow at Lumina. Ooh, and hits Lumina. shooting him in the throat. Illumina's like, you see him fall over. He's clutching at his throat. You can see blood's pouring out. And another one steps out and takes a shot at Soleil and misses. Top of round 2. Well, the
Rail's
one that-
all lit like a Christmas tree over there.
Yeah. And Blocky just drops Lumina, and then his eyes focus back, and he looks up. Oops. And indeed takes a shot at Viril. Twang.
Double tap, make sure he's down.
Oh. Just a regular crit, but this could be a tough hit. Not horrible. 10 points of damage.
Yeah, I'm dying.
Yeah, you go down too. And that did pop up again. Pro stream, yeah, it's the pro stream deal. Like, cause when it updates, it's just popping up. It's not breaking anything. Viril, he's got an arrow stuck in his rib cage. He's like, ugh. You see him cough up some blood. He's like, oh. Jangling. You hear like all kinds of commotion coming on the other side of this rock. Like, sounds like a Gatling gun going off of crossbow bolts.
Yeah.
Drow raiding party or something just jumped in.
This is tough. I am going to.
They don't call themselves the bringer of dough. They're the bringers of woe.
I think I'm going to put that mask on that I picked up and make myself look like the guy we killed. Disguise myself as the guy we killed.
So you're gonna pick up the mask,
And-
you're gonna put it on, and then use your disguise self ability, which is an
Right.
action, I think.
Yeah.
And you gotta get in character for a second, maybe take the whole round to kind of.
Yeah.
It's just bring his son to work day.
Yeah, he's
So,
going to move
Pinch,
to.
You see him like transforming. He got a little bit taller. You see his clothes change to that of the guy that you guys just killed.
I got a shiny little dagger.
Yeah, his short sword kind of shrinks up a little bit, and you kind of rub your eyes, and you could see through, and you recognize that that's an illusion, but it's a pretty cool one. You're like, wow.
So I don't want to stab him.
Well, that's up to you. That would be strictly up to Pinch.
And then he's going to move up to there and compose himself
Yeah,
and take the dodge action. Oh, no, he already took an action.
yeah, he did. Soleil.
So can I pour healing potion in my mouth, and then if I get hit, swallow it?
Yes. Although as soon as you pour it into your mouth, it's an action.
Alright, so I'm going to carefully
You
lean
know.
my bow up against the rock, and then charge in with my sword, my great sword.
Give me an acrobatics. Yeah, you do okay leaning your bow up there. It kind of falls a little bit and stops in a crack.
And I'm
These
not
guys
going to
are
go
all like-
reckless.
All four of them have like crossbows out too, and you go running and drawing. What are you drawing out? Your greatsword? They're like, you see them like reaching for their. They got scimitars on their belts, but not one of them has one out yet. He's like, oh shit! Don't cut my mutton chops. Ducks out of the way.
I'm too busy looking, making sure my bow doesn't fall over.
You're like, stay. So Slick Eyebrows. He's like, he looks around and he drops his freaking crossbow. He's like, swing. He pulls out his scimitar, and he steps over. He's like, bringers of woe are going to end you. Swipes at you with his scimitar. You dodge out of the way. Lumina, you're like, ugh. And you roll one of your death saving throws. Filthy Mutton Chops. He's gonna drop his light crossbow. Actually, I think he's going to take the risk because he really hasn't seen you do anything yet. And he's gonna move over here. So he's gonna move out of one of your threatened squares, or attempt to, anyways. If you want to use your reaction to Hong Kong Fooey him.
That I do. We'll try this again. I'm actually going to use my advantage, my inspiration.
He's like, damn it, Jim, I should have not moved. He's reloading his crossbow, though. He's not really paying attention. He's like, I'm going to go see if there's more. Because we're the bringers of woe. Oh, and it hits him. You hit him in the back of the head. Whap! He's like,
On my screen, it lagged just for a second with one
That's
die
it.
showing 2 and one showing 3.
so he like, swoop. He like spin around and chop his head off. It's like, whew. He's got that woe look on his face as it rolls, end over end. His head's like, whoa. And that was his turn. Minuscule Head is like, oh, he drops his crossbow, draws out his scimitar. That was my friend and ally. And he swipes at you with his scimitar. And you're like, get off of me because I have a bonus stat. Pinch.
Well, Pinch still doesn't have a clue what's going on, but he can hear the bows going off, so he's going to continue moving forward to what's the end of his movement is there. To see if he can see anything. He's going to put his dagger away. Looks. Oh, there's people down there.
Well, the first thing you see is two of your companions bleeding out on the floor.
Well, I can rush to here or dash to there. Actually, I can bonus action dash.
Cunning action.
And yeah, cunning action. Bonus action dash. And I thought I had well, I do have 2 good berries. So I'm going to take my grubby little dirty halfling fingers and mash them up into a juice and smear them around on the inside of Veryl's mouth right there. So two good berries. My good berries are now gone.
Your brownies. You just gave him your brownies.
Yeah, well, I gave him his brownie back. I'm smashing it in his mouth. Now chew, now chew.
Actually,
Moving
you
his
can only
chin up
give
and-
him. You can only give him one good berry.
Oh,
right?
really? Okay.
I think it's an action to consume a good berry.
Probably. That sounds right.
Then I'll take one back, and I don't think I had a potion of healing.
So top of round 3, Minuscule Head is still mad that you killed his buddy that tried to, walk away. And swipes you at you. Oh, and hits you with his scimitar, slashing it across your bicep. And you just like flex and just like, and only take 1 point of damage. And Lumina, you hear him gasping for his life there on the floor. Pinch.
Pinch says, "Well, I just did something." So he will move to here. That is 20. Cunning action dash to there, and take his grubby little halfling finger and pinch this good berry up and smear it around on the inside of its mouth.
It was already in Veyril's mouth, and he's like, "Oh, you can only
Yeah.
chew on one at a time." And
Yeah, only one at a
push
time.
one
So, yeah, now chew, now
the
chew.
slobber.
And since I've got, let's see, that I got 20 more to go. I'm gonna head this way.
The rogues always make the best combat medics. They really do. In and out. And you
Yeah.
run around the corner. We'll say you're like in this square. Is that kind of where you want to be?
Kind of like, actually, like right here.
Okay.
Yeah, perfect.
Blocky, he's like, there's another one. Did you see him run that way? And he looks over that way. And he's going to take a swipe with his scimitar on Soleil because he is no fool. But he's a little distracted, He's kind of watching where the little halfling went, and so I gave him a -2 to hit, and he misses. Soleil, which one is going to be chop suey? Which one?
So I'm whipping and dodging and slashing. This guy hits me for 1 point of damage, and I stop, look down, look up, back up at him, and reckless attack.
He's like, whoa! – 12. Apparently, they don't have much armor class. What are they wearing?
The t-shirts that
Leather.
say "Bringers of Woe."
Yeah, it's got an arrow that points up.
Bowling
Bringer
shirts.
of woe.
A
No,
bowling
they all
shirt's
say
little
I'm
symbol.
with woe, and they point to the right.
So as you chop off his minuscule head, it goes like a small coconut onto the ground. He's like, kind of takes a hesitant swipe at you with his scimitar. Feels baller since he has advantage on it. Because you're all reckless. You don't even feel it. You're like, whatever, 3 points. That's just minor.
Still kicking minuscule head. Not even
Like-
paying attention.
Like kicking across the room with a little head. like it was a soccer ball. More like I don't know, a grapefruit. Jangalang.
Jingling's going to come out from behind a rock here. To about there. See if I can see him. Yeah, I can see him now. And in all his bad guy gloriness, he's going to yell at the two bandits, Blocky and Slick Eyebrows, and tell them, "What are you doing? Stop attacking my guests!" With
Give me a
some intimidation in his voice.
give me a performance check. Your intimidation, if you succeed on your performance check, will be automatic. Very good. Excellent. Veyril.
All right.
Well, I wanted to do a
you're
bonus.
No longer
I wanted
on
to use a bonus action to cast my last healing spell over to Lumina.
What's the range of that? 60?
60.
I think you would have done that as soon as you came out. Tossed healing and then done your performance, which is fine.
Probably. Let me find it and do it.
Yeah. But Veyril, what are you up to?
So do we know that this guy is our friend?
You don't know. You think it's the guy that you just fought moments ago.
Veyril is going to use his action or his bonus action to cast Healing Word on Lumina.
He's like laying on the ground. He just looks up and I've got you, son. Cast healing
And
word
then
on.
for his action, he's going to cast Bonfire on Blocky.
Is he doing this all from the prone?
Yeah. With prone, it doesn't matter
Yeah.
for saving throws.
Yeah, just drop prone so we don't forget. So if someone shoots at you,
Oh,
at
okay.
least they get disadvantage.
Yeah, he'll stay prone because he can just keep
Yeah.
spamming
No, I don't blame him.
bonfires.
Jangalang. You see them like they're hesitant and they're looking. They're like Lazark or whatever that guy's name is.
Yeah, he's gonna come up
Remember,
about there.
The closer you get, the
Well, he's still about 30 feet, I think.
I don't know how close it's. I think it does say you are. Yeah, you're 30.
Yeah, and he's gonna tell Blocky to get out of the fire and both of them to drop their weapons. Stop attacking the friends.
It looks like they're attempting to. Looks like they're abiding by your instructions. And they're awaiting their
And
turn.
where's Boo?
They're like, they like kind of like pull their scimitars back, in a less aggressive manner. Are you gonna do anything else?
I think that's about all he can do.
So Blocky is going to disengage. He's gonna back up and move over to here. He's like, wait, what's going on? And he moves over here. He's like, got his scimitar out. He's looking at you. He's like, where's your glaive? Veyril.
All right. Veyril is going to cast Create Bonfire on the guy next to Soleil.
Slick eyebrows.
I'm going to burn those eyebrows right off him.
He's like just standing there. Hot potato, hot potato.
And yeah, that'll be all.
He's like, Blocky's like, they need to stop. Soleil.
So I was kicking this guy, and the other one hit me So I'm gonna spin around and
I
hit
think it
this
was.
guy
I think it
behind
was
me.
this guy that actually hit you. Slick eyebrows. I think it was the guy that hit you for like 3 points.
So I'm going reckless again, swinging at him.
Ah. So you chop this guy's head off. Slick eyebrows.
And then I'm gonna run up to this
He's mad.
new guy.
He he's mad. Run away, Slaric, run away, he says. As you see Soleil comes running up to you, Jangalang, like with death in his eyes. Pinch. Yeah, you can see it looks like Soleil is about to Soleil Jangalang. When you understand why.
I'm gonna kind of like run right between the two of them and whoa, 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 big guy, whoa, whoa, whoa. And I'm gonna use my action to try to get him to read my lips.
You give him advantage on his save. I think there's Caesar, you're
I'll
gonna
give you
have
the
to
help
look.
action on.
I think there's a roll to see if once they get close enough.
You can use its action to inspect the appearance. Must succeed on intelligence investigation check against the spelled save DC.
Gorvidal, thanks for this tier 1 subscription. I appreciate it. Thanks a lot, sir. 2 months with some prime action. Yeah, so yes, so something definitely looks totally weird with Jangalang to Soleil. Lumina.
All right, so Lumina will stand up, pick up his swords, come down next to Blocky, and he's going to try to stab him. And while he's stabbing him, he's going to say, "Listen to your boss, don't attack us." And then he tries to put his sword through his face.
Yeah, he's like, he's got his scimitar kind of weakly up, like he's going to try to block it a little bit, like, and yeah, you just bypass it and like slash him across the shoulder. He's like, ouch.
And then with the offhand weapon,
You get him with the other short sword. You're like, slash him in the rib cage. He's like, oh, some of his guts spill out. He's like, oh, still standing there.
"Don't attack us."
Don't attack us. He's
He's getting so confused.
he's gonna drop his weapon and give up. Gets down on his knees, picks up a couple of his intestines and stuffs them back in his side, and he says, "I'll do as you ask. I give up. I am no longer a bringer of woe." And he takes his mask off. He looks like a regular commoner. Got 11 hit points. Blocky. His name's Blocky Balblocky. And with that, we're gonna pull you guys out of initiative because we have a little victory. the Bringers of Woe almost had you guys a little sweating a little, huh?
A little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
So Blocky, just kind of gets down on the ground and he's got 1 hit point, so Pinch, you recognize him from the boarding house.
This guy with the 1 hit point left.
Yeah. Actually, you recognize a lot of these guys from the boarding house.
It's a good thing I'm a Harper. A lot of these guys are from the boarding house. Well, that means that they would probably be stone cutters.
Yeah, they look like they could be cutting stone.
So as
They're burly like that.
Pinch runs in between us, I'm gonna stop for a second. And then once I figure out what's going on,
Pinch is
well,
winking at him.
well
Yeah,
done, well done.
Yeah, all you got to do is kind of, wave your hand and realize what's going on next time. Like just take your action.
Your glaive is over there, and I'm gonna grab my bow.
I got my shiny dagger.
All right, so let's take a look at this thing. Upon the stone slabs are bones of human miners that you guys would assume. None of the skeletons are intact. Each has a crushed limb, head, or chest cavity. The injuries are consistent with mining accidents. The secret door leads up to Welfer's Wagon Works, like in a shed out in like one of the work areas.
The little halfling around anywhere?
Well, we'll get to that. I'm just telling you where it goes. Eventually, you'll go up there. The stones look like they have been moved. Says Lumina.
Did you get into my mushrooms again? Seeing stones move.
I'm gonna clean my sword off one of the dead bodies and then check them real quick.
I want to ask Blocky about these stones and ask him if he moved them.
Blocky's like, no, that would have been the priest. He points over to to Jangalang. Are you still got your costume up?
Yeah, it's still on. Still up. It's good for an hour.
And
He says,
I laugh
Larrick.
at him and say, "That's ridiculous. Look at him. He couldn't move one of these big stones by himself."
He knows how. There's some kind of magic. Ask him. He's right there. Points to Jangalang.
Jangling and say, we'll talk about this later.
all in a deep voice.
Yeah, in his best priest voiced.
You guys are just wandering around.
What are we gonna do with Blocky?
You
You
can
could
put him
in
in
the cage.
There's 3 bees in the cage.
With the rest of them?
Put all
Yeah,
3 bees in the
Be-
cage.
3 bees in a cage.
Yeah, we
Sounds
got
good
this
to me.
one. I'd imagine it also probably leads to one of the businesses, maybe. But this path up here.
Yeah,
Once
the one to the north.
Jangalang is moved away a little bit, I'm gonna quietly turn to the bandit. See, where's the other secret door in this room? Come on, you can tell me. He's being a jerk and not saying anything.
Show me your true form.
Trying to make us find it ourselves. You can tell me where it is.
It's like, I know of no secret door other than this one. And he points, back towards the way they came in.
I'm gonna stop being friendly and turn away.
He looks like he's getting to the point where he doesn't care anymore. He's slowly fading out. He's like out of consciousness a little bit. He's like, oh. He's at like 3/4 of a hit point, He's like, eh. Not quite at 0.
All right. Yeah, let's put him in the cage and go explore the rest of this cavern.
Yeah, that north hall.
I'm gonna finish looking around the edges of the room, looking for any kind of tracks leading to any other secret doors or anything. Which is how we started this whole mess.
Yeah, I'll go around with him and help him out.
Other than the stones, Lumina that you look at, as you're moving around, and you confirm that it looks like all the stones have been moved. You don't find any secret doors or anything. The bodies on the slabs don't look like they've been disturbed for a long time unless you guys mess with them.
As soon as we get Blocky in a cage, Jangalang's gonna drop his disguise right in front of him.
He's like,
Thanks, Blocky.
You seem nicer. He said, I thought you seemed a little nicer. Guys are going north.
Yeah, search the hallway for traps.
Like-
Investigation.
Like as you go, you're gonna take the time to search each square.
Absolutely. Yeah, kind of tapping along with my sword. Tap, tap, tappy, tap. Tap,
The
tap.
the the way I do it is it takes a round to search all the squares around you.
Oh.
So you can search, all of those squares all the way
Right.
around you, and then you
Okay,
move
so then
forward. So
then
you
I
would move
to
forward.
here.
Yeah, you would move forward 10 and search again.
And all those squares.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's going to take you about a minute to get to the corner here, and when you peek around the corner, the tunnel opens into a square room in the center of it. A black rock about 10 feet across hovers 3 feet from the floor.
What are you making that?
They do it with mirrors.
No, It's an optical illusion.
They're just gassy rocks.
All right, so it says a normal rock floats here. Yeah, so there's a big black rock. I mean, it from what you look at, it looks like a regular rock, but it's big. You know, it's got to
Uh,
weigh close to 500 pounds.
I will stand a little bit away from it, but reach out with my short sword and poke it and see if I can like move it by putting a little pressure on it.
Yeah, it twists, you know, or it kind of drifts away a little bit. Oh, I'm sorry, it's not that big of a rock. It's about, does it say 10? Oh, yeah, it's sorry. It's not 10 foot wide. It's a rock about 20 pound
About beach
rock.
ball size, and it's
Yeah, it's a
drifting. So
big bowling
Yeah.
ball,
It's
you know, a
Foot
20
across,
pound.
and it's what it
Pinch
says
comes
in the
over and
text.
smacks it right over at Lumina.
Lumina kind of pokes it and it twists and moves a little bit, you know, just a couple of inches. So it definitely is just floating. It's about 3, 4 feet off the ground. 3 feet.
Careful, that
Alright.
might be magical.
Lumina will start like picking up other rocks and just other random stuff and setting it on top of this rock. And the heavier things he can find, the better. He wants to see how much weight this rock will carry, basically.
What can Pinch climb on top of it?
And make it your mount.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
put
that'd
yeah, the all those rocks that you put in there float.
Like separately from this rock.
Yep.
Put Pinch up there.
Yeah, put Pinch on the big rock.
Here, Pinch, I'll give you a boost.
If you guys can hang on for a little bit, I can cast Detect Magic as a ritual and see if like it's the whole room or what.
I don't know. We're in a pretty big hurry here.
Yeah, looks like it.
He
I wanna-
says as he's like stacking rocks on top of this other rock.
Yeah, so I want to cast Detect Magic and see, is this a
Well,
natural phenomenon?
before you spend the 10 minutes to do the ritual, Soleil and Jangalang, you both hear some large squeaking noises coming from this direction. Kind
So I
of a,
don't mind
teenagers in the
a
next room.
scurrying, squeaking
Teenager.
noise.
Again,
Were
I'll send
rats.
out the whistle.
Does it smell like teenagers?
Go get them to
Let
show
out-
their true form.
I'll out the whistle again and sort of lean against the wall with my bow ready. Arrow knocked.
Everybody's looking
Go
at you.
peek around the corner.
Yeah, Jangling's loading a crossbow.
Pinch is surfing on this rock.
He's like, hold on to it. Look, wee!
All the way
Ow.
home. Whee!
It does hold your weight.
Even when he jumps up and down on it.
Well, he weighs like 75 pounds with all of his gear, probably 100 pounds with all of his gear. So
I'm not even that much, I don't think.
you'd
Be like
surprised
Yoda
how
and just float along
fast your
behind us.
how fast your gear adds up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll
So,
tie
yeah,
a
so
rope to the rock and
You de-
pull the rock along with Pinch on
You-
top of it.
Definitely think the sounds are coming from around the corner.
Let's go check it out,
Let's
guys.
go take a look.
So am I able to? I'm like, if Vero, make that rat noise. See if we can get him to come around the corner.
Make that
No,
rat
I
noise.
don't do impressions.
What's he talking about? Make that rat noise.
All out of rat shapes today.
All right, Pinch has got the dagger and the short sword out. Oh,
You guys hear that?
Right? What?
Why do I hear that music?
that happens every time we about to get our ass whooped.
So the bringers of woe were eating ribs.
Hmm. There,
No,
oh, there it is.
as you guys noisily make your way into this chamber and have discussions and jostling each
Giggling
other
at rocks.
around, and you look into the corner, you don't surprise the 5 giant rats that are in there. As one of them comes scurrying around the corner after a fresh meal. And tries to bite Lumina. And misses as he dodges out of the way. And his buddy also comes clamoring like rats do over one another and gets up in front of Soleil. Jangalang, you see these rats like kind of run around the corner, and they're big, you know. They are the
All right,
size of a German Shepherd almost, you know.
So Jengaling's going to take a shot at rat number 16 with his crossbow. Or short bow. He's got a short bow.
So they'll have -2 to hit.
Okay,
19 still
so
hits.
does a 19?
Let me just confirm that. Oops. Why didn't that work? Huh.
Did the 19 hit him?
I was trying something that my modifier box is not working right.
Yep,
It's
so
working okay. Yeah,
he
so
got killed.
So you like shoot through Lumina's legs right into this rat's chest. She's like, it bites at the arrow and it twitches and it falls over.
And then he will bonus action a bardic inspiration for Lumina.
Lumina's turn.
And that's the end of his turn.
I
All
like
right,
my bell.
Lumina's got his swords out. He's gonna try to stab this this rat.
I miss my bell when I don't have it on Rob's table. So you go to attack this rat and you just kind of slip a little in the blood that's spilling out of his buddy, and it causes you to miss, but no other effect. You can
Alright.
take well, I would say you would have had at least a weapon drawn, so I'll allow you to draw your other weapon and attack.
All right, great. Yeah, I'm gonna try to stab him with the other weapon then.
I mean, you guys heard the noises and stuff, so I think you would have at least came up with a weapon out. Not enough to off him, but severely wound him. You like chop one of his front paws off. He's and the smell of fresh blood always attracts rats. As this one comes running into into the pact to get pack tactics on Lumina, which is a miss as he dodges out of the way. Pinch, your favorite creatures in the whole wide world, rats.
Yes. Well, Pinch thinks that it's time that he's going to show them about some pack tactics. So I'm going to move into Luminous space and then back to here, right back to where I'm at now. So as a matter of fact, I
Are you
just-
using your
cunning action. Yep.
your disengage? Okay.
Actually, no. I'm going to move all the way through to here if I can. We'll see what I have to do afterwards. So I will move 5 to here and then 5 more into Luminous space and attack this one. Oh. So I'm going to have to use my bonus action to disengage, and yeah, I might as well move right back to where I was.
And they're small creatures,
Because I
so
can't-
you can't move through them.
Yeah, I can't move through them. Yeah. So there we go.
I mean, they are giant rats, but they're still small creatures.
Right.
So this one stops what he's doing, spits out the bone he's gnawing on, and says, "Fresh food this way." It comes scurrying up to this point, but cannot act because he had to dash to get there. Burnt rat. Oh, really?
Yep. Time for some burnt rat.
Oh, it was almost a 20 as the rat like jumps up in the air and then falls back into the bonfire. And wow, the freaking really goes up in the air. He just goes poof. Just vaporizes.
All right. Smelly rat. All right. Good deal.
Giant rat number 11. He's like he's been hanging back. He's like, shoo. Is there a ball of fire right here?
I'm not maintaining concentration on it.
Oh, so he's gonna come running in then, and he's gonna dash to get over to there. Stupid corner. You know what? I think I'm just gonna do that. Turn off the line of sight. Since we're almost done. And that's all giant rat number 11 can do. Slay. Kill some rats. Do some chopping. Do some. Now that these rats are like away from the center of the room and the area of the room, you guys can smell that they've been definitely in something dead, some decay. They reek of it, the rats do. And you can see that there's like bodies in this kind of piled up in this room. A few bodies. As rat number 11 says, I should have stayed gnawing on bones.
And then I'm going to move up and around after I recklessly attack.
To there. Why isn't it allowing it to move? Blocky's like, do you have any fours? They're playing Go Fish. If any of you guys are wondering. Giant rat number 10 is focusing on Lumina, just like number 17 is. So at a -2, he's going to try to. Let's see if it gives me pack tactics. Let's see. +4. It did. Nice. He misses. He jumps out of the way. And Soleil, it's your turn again.
All right, I'm gonna reckless again.
I think we should get pack tactics too.
You could if you're kobolds. Or goblins. Goblins. I don't think he's going to live. He does not. Giant
I'm
rat
careful to
number
make sure I
10.
don't slam my sword into the floor.
You slam your sword into the floor?
All right. He made his saving throw, but I'm going to leave it in that square anyway, just in case he's dumb enough to not leave it square.
He might be.
Or he
Jangalang.
might be dead by his turn. So
Jangaling is going to move to there. And then take a shot at this rat.
He doesn't beg for his life. Wait, you got Luminitar. Okay, you're good. You're good. He
Oi.
ducks. He's like, "Eh."
I was going to use my inspiration. I forgot. And yeah, might as well bonus action the bardic inspiration for Sela. And that's the end of his turn.
Pinch.
Well, Pinch will move right up into the corner, and he will use his inspiration. Because by golly, it's a giant rat.
Oh,
As
that's
mount.
enough to get some sneak attack as you just slice open this giant rat, and his guts fall out onto the floor. As we have initiative again. No, I'm kidding. But you guys have defeated the rats. Let's see. The tunnel opens into a square room that reeks of decaying flesh. 3 human corpses, reduced to little more than bloody bone and sinew, are sprawled in the room's center. 2 oversized rats root among the bodies, stopping to chew flesh they've pulled free. Scuttling noises come from narrow crevices in the walls. So the 5 giant rats are all dead.
I'm going to use the bardic inspiration he gave me to heal those 4 points. It's 1d6, isn't it?
I can't believe no one used any chat rewards for healing or anything.
yeah,
We're going to have to go up and take a long rest anyway.
I wasn't going to remind anybody in the middle of combat, but I think everyone forgot. Cheaters in chat. It was tough, but not
Hey,
not
Pops, can you
totally.
keep this fire going again for a minute?
sure.
I'm going to pick up one of the rats. Anybody else want some? Do a quick skin it, grab some of the meat.
You gotta see Pinch go.
Are you guys actually pulling apart the body parts or the rat?
They
rat.
will
Jangaling don't
inspect
want no rat.
the bodies.
Yeah, are there any identifying clothing?
Yeah, easily you can tell that these bodies have that triangle with the little stick in the middle carved into them by
Okay, so that
you would
bastard
probably
was
think maybe a sharp, pointy instrument had did it,
Sacrificial
like a
lambs.
dagger.
like a
A shiny
dagger.
dagger.
And I take this dagger out and I lay it in there. Does it look like it? Yeah.
The striations match perfectly. D&D CSI.
The blood splatter on the wall. It all fits. It's too perfect.
Zoom in closer. Enhance.
You don't recognize the three bodies in particular, but they don't look like they are, red larchers. They've got traveling clothes on, you know, more
Yeah,
more like.
they're poor mooks that came to work here at the mines and they got lured in here as
Well, they're definitely not
Or
wearing mining clothes. They're
yeah,
more.
Oh.
Passing
people
through.
just passing through town. Exactly. I mean, yeah,
Oh, and
Nobody misses a stranger.
the
exactly.
symbol is carved in their forehead. The triangle.
Okay,
is.
so who all was it? It was Pickle Maker, it was Wagon Maker, it was
The farmer.
He's the guy that owns the barber shop, right?
Barber and some lady. Didn't they say something about some lady, didn't they?
Now, the
When we
little
first
kid was
got
the
here.
son of the farmer from outside of town.
Yeah, but they said something about
Uh,
he was supposed to send a message to give a message to some lady.
To the
To
quarry.
Ilmouth, I thought it was.
Ilmouth, yeah, it was to Ilmouth, the wagoneer guy, Wilmus wagons,
Okay.
the wagons guys. So this is actually a pretty good spot to stop for
Thanks,
the
Drake.
evening. So tomorrow is my off night. I will not be streaming tomorrow. And Thursday is my birthday, so I will be going out to dinner. My mom's coming into town, and her boyfriend. They'll be staying with me for about a week, so I'm going to be kind of on the down low for games while I have company visiting. So Thursday I will not be playing in Deadlands unless for some weird reason we get done early with dinner and I'm not drunk off my ass. I might show up as drunken Tim and Simmons later, but who knows. But Marbania will be running Deadlands, Savage World Deadlands on his channel, and you can follow him over there. Here's all of his info. And then on Friday, I would be running Jungles of Cholt, but I will not be doing that on Friday. However, Saturday I will be running on Rob's stream Rime of the Frostmaiden. So that I already said to my mom I will be running that game on Saturday. But Sunday we are not running against the Giants. That's not me, but good that it worked out perfect. And then my mom leaves on Monday, so we will be back here on Tuesday again to continue on with this. Your characters will be leveling up when you guys get a long rest. So very shortly, your characters will go to level 3. So that's how that works. I know it seemed a little weird that you guys were first level for a good part. Probably could have leveled you up a little bit sooner. You guys did a couple of the encounters a little bit backwards, and I decided to make it a little more challenging, keep you guys first level for one more encounter. And then pretty soon we will be starting the main Princes of the Apocalypse, the main. This was like the leader up. Get used to Red Larch and the surroundings, the Bringers of Woe, the Believers, the Delvers, all that crap can kind of fade away as your characters are going to have more important things to do.
Should have your mom join in on Saturday night. At least as
What?
an NPC, if not a PC.
She would probably love the devil worshiping that we do. She loves that kind of stuff. She believes in it. She definitely believes in the Delaware War Machine game you play.
Hey, happy birthday, Drake, and
Yeah, happy
thanks
birthday, man.
thanks for
Yeah, happy
the
birthday.
session, man.
Appreciate
Yeah,
your hard
yeah.
work, man.
And thanks.
Yeah.
What? Who's streaming? Who we? Nobody. Hey, look at that. Make my life easy. So with that, we're gonna get the heck out of here, stream. We appreciate you hanging around. If you want to do me a favor for my birthday and you haven't done so already, go over to YouTube, which is right there. Just click on that link and hit subscribe because, damn it, I need to get over 100 so I can get rid of that big ass long freaking YouTube thing. Look at that ugly ass thing. Channel
many short?
Porn. It's got
UCMG-648TAJPOVR7.
porn.
Porn. It's a perverted porn. Yeah. Click that, hit subscribe. Just get me over the 100 mark, and then you can go away. You don't have to watch none of the videos. Don't worry. It's just boring ass D&D.
How many are you short of? 100.
No, I think I need like 30 or
99.
something. I think I need like 30 more poor Slavandy people.
Yeah,
Let
he's
me go create
working
some
harder than I
some
have.
alternate
Actually-
accounts and go.
To make money at YouTube, you have to actually become a partner or whatever and become monetized, and you need 1,000 followers. So I just gave up on that. 1,000 followers on YouTube.
Yeah.
Or subscribers, I should say. Plus, I'm not ever going to broadcast over there. Never going to do it. And with that, let's get out of here. Let's hit the outro. Outro. Here you guys go.
See you,
Bye-bye.
everybody.
See ya.